Hi, my name is Tim Hurd, and I'll be partaking in the Global Learning Project. Now, I know that the Global Learning Project is beneficial just in terms of education, and it's also beneficial in terms of me interacting with different cultures that I can use when I become a teacher. And in order to interact with other cultures, I have to know my own culture. And during the couple of times I've been in T150, I've learned that I actually have two different cultures. I have my religious culture and I have an American culture. Now, my religious culture is the culture in which I get my morals, my work ethic, being humble. It's where really my identity comes from in terms of just the type of person I try to be or try to, attempt to be. And in terms of my American culture is a mix of basically a lot of cultures from the food I ate, from the pizza to the pasta that comes from Italy to the hot dogs from Germany. It's just in a mixture of cultures that I generalize in terms of saying it's an American culture. So those are my two cultures. And when I'm interacting with my partner, I would prefer more. I would prefer to interact with a student from an international student from China, specifically a male. Um, I believe that working with someone of the same gender but of a different culture can just be interesting for me because I'll learn some new things about just how different males in different societies, behave. And I also think that interacting with an international student is beneficial because they're sojourners in terms of they're only here for a certain amount of time and then they're going back. They're not migrants. They don't move here and settle here permanently. So I believe that interacting with an international student will be beneficial because I know they had to experience culture shock when they first came here to Michigan State. And that's what the week prior to regular students moving on. That's the week for them. I guess it can be seen as global accommodation in terms of the faculty here tries to make the international students feel at home. They try to assimilate them into, Michigan State and American culture and society, which can be quite difficult. And I bet they do have culture shock. And I just want to understand at the end of my global learning project what stage my partner is in, whether he's in the ethnocentric stages or if he's in the ethno-relative. And honestly, I believe that he would probably be in the ethno-relative in terms of either acceptance or actually integration. I believe this because they've already experienced different things that aren't social, their social norms, and they've had to accept it in order to adapt. Otherwise, it would be a nuisance for them because they wouldn't be able to get work done. They wouldn't. They would just be in culture shock, and they wouldn't be able to effectively navigate through school and be successful. And from the students I know, international students I do know, they are successful. So they had to adapt. They are in the ethno-relative stage, and I just want to know what ethno-relative stage that my partner is in. And in terms of the dates that we will be meeting, excuse me, I believe that we'll be meeting in about 2 weeks. We will go. I'm an avid fan of basketball, so I'll take my partner out. We'll play some basketball, and yeah, I'll teach him about the game, teach him where it comes from. James Naismith. I'll give him the background on that, and then we can go out and play basketball. And I probably see myself doing that 2 weeks from today. And I also believe that learning more about their culture will help me in terms of being culturally relevant so that when I do become a teacher, I can use these strategies I learned now and the way I interact with my partner for a future classroom.